It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
We got big news today in the world of Hero Wars. First and foremost, we have the almost full reveal of Electra. Very similar to Hero Wars Alliance. I'm not sure really where to put this. I should put this right here. Electra is very similar to Hero Wars Dominion era. I'm sorry, Hero Wars Alliance Electra. She's a little different. She's still boosting the magic damage type teams, but only just with her artifact weapon bonus, magic attack bonus. Yeah, lots very similar. She is going to block damage, some damage. She's going to redirect damage from her allies to her, reflect some of that damage. She's also going to deal damage to the nearest enemy and take some of that as damage dealt into health, a little bit of vampirism. Okay. But the most interesting ability of all of these is the Violet ability, the Immortal Shell. This converts armor, magic defense, and dodge into strength, increases strength for every point lost from these stats. So from every 1 point of magic defense, armor, and dodge that's converted into strength, she gains increased strength. And of course, she cannot gain armor, magic defense, or dodge during the entire fight. So I put out a video earlier today talking about some of the things that I really wanted to call out. But one thing that I didn't call out, thanks to Samuel Diga for pointing that out to me in the comments, having a massive strength stat, having massive strength as her main stat, and it is her main stat because that's her artifact weapon. Her artifact ring is strength. Having a massive strength stat, the chance for her to be critically hit is going to be way lower, okay? The chance for her to be dodged is going to be way lower also. Hypothetically, if she has similar armor and magic defense to Astaroth, you're looking at 100,000 stats between armor and magic defense. So bonus 100,000 strength if it's a 1-to-1 conversion, which it might be more, it might be less. If she ends up with 120,000 strength, the way that critical hits work, like for example with Lara Croft. My Lara isn't quite maxed. She's pretty close. She will be maxed very soon. With all of her stats, skins, glyphs, everything maxed out, she has like a 12k critical hit chance, 12,000 critical hit chance. So the way that critical hit formula works, just for the sake of easy math, if the critical hit stat is equal to the main stat, it's a 50% chance to crit. 50% chance to crit if they're equal. So if she has 12k critical hit and Electra has 120k strength, does that mean that it's less than a 10% chance to crit? That's really quick math, and we don't really do a ton of math on Mondays. I'm sorry, on Tuesdays. Wait, is today Wednesday? Oh, we don't do a ton of math on Wednesdays. But the chance to crit against Electra is going to be dramatically lower. Now, let's not act like that there's not a ton of heroes that exist right now that counter critical hit heroes. Obviously, you have Amira. Obviously, you have Helios, right? Both designed to counter critical hit heroes. You also have dodge heroes. Obviously, Lara Croft with Lyria, Ishmael with Lyria kind of counters the dodge heroes of it all. But Electra is a interesting tank choice that is going to dramatically affect Ishmael teams. All right, so if you're building Lyria Ishmael, you're going to struggle with Electra. You just are. Now, she's not going to really do anything to Lyria directly. She's not going to do anything to Galahad Tristan directly, I guess. But this Oath of Protection and this Embrace of Pain is going to counter a couple of fun, interesting heroes. Any critical hit hero, any team that uses Sebastian, going to be dramatically lower damage. Dramatically lower damage. It's not going to be 0% critical hit, but it's not going to be anywhere near 50%. It's probably going to be less. It's probably going to be less than 30%. It's probably going to be somewhere in the vicinity of 10%. Unless you get a couple of stacking abilities. Like, let's not forget that Sebastian has an artifact weapon that boosts critical hit. He also has his green ability that boosts critical hit chance by a good chunk, 131, 200%, with Nebula boosted, right? You also have the bonus pure damage that Sebastian can give you. If you're looking at Lara Croft, you have the bonus chance to critical hit and the increased damage from critical hits. A lot of that has to line up really well. When are we going to see the skins? So the Lara Croft skins are going to be agility the first of the year. It's not going to be until the first of the year. Really strong crit hero isn't going to do much against Electra. And if they do manage to land a critical hit during her Embrace of Pain, she's just going to reflect that damage right back at you. Now, who do I think is going to be good against Electra? I think there are 3 heroes that are going to be really good against Electra. The more I think about it, the more I think Zhu is going to be absolutely insane. Okay, not because he critical hits, but because of this ability to do bonus damage based on the enemy's current health. Okay, strong ability, critical hits, whatever. He attacks very fast. He attacks the front line. He also attacks the back line. You know, whatever. Very strong. You also have Qingmao, who, between the blue ability, who does 21% of target's max health, which is capped, by the way. Zhu's damage and Qingmao's damage is both, they're both capped. Where's my Zhu? You look at the ability, it says the max damage that this attack can do is 66,000 damage. Whenever you look at Qingmao, the max damage that this ability can do is 226,000 damage. She also has the ability to reduce the total max health. You also have Augustus, who has a very similar ability. Augustus's ult does 40% of health, but it is also capped at 406,000. So those 3 heroes, I think, are going to be pretty strong against Electra because of just the sheer quantity of percentage-based damage that they're going to do. And she's not impossible to kill. It's not like she's going to be unbeatable. You just get through her health, right? You just have to hit her as often as you would any other hero. It's just different. It's just a different strategy, right? Just like anything else. The main thing that she's going to bring, ultimately, the critical hit hero, the dodge hero countering aside, being able to protect her team, keep her team alive longer, pretty big deal. Reflecting that damage, pretty big deal. A little bit of self-heal with the green ability, pretty big deal. A big question a lot of people have is she undead? She is undead on mobile. She's undead on mobile. Okay, Wave Eternity, she's undead on mobile. We don't have that stat here on this info page, but her name is Electra von Grave. She's literally stitched together from a dead Valkyrie. She's got to be undead, right? She's got to be undead.